your words open another question, and about the order, I mean. And I'd like to introduce this question with a statement that might seem a paradox. Editing and commenting on the lyrics, on Dante's lyrics, is probably a more challenging task than editing and commenting on the Divine Comedy. Why? In the case of the Divine Comedy, the editors have at their disposal an existing book created by Dante and a plot produced by the ordered sequence of the cantos and by the narration they are able to forge. In narratological terms, we could say that the Divine Comedy provides its editors both with a discourse and with a story. Dante's Rime, on the contrary, were not ordered by their author, were not collected in a book. This simple fact means that the editor has to create both the story and the discourse. The editor is, in some sense, also the author or the co-author of the book. And different editors created different books, created different stories, different text. You have already spoken about Boccaccio. But Barbie is very interesting, the case of Barbie. Barbie has, the edition of Barbie, has a chronological, biographical framework and a biographical structure, even if there are some categorizations, some divisions in thematic or stylistic categories. But the great structure is a chronological one, with one big exception: the rime that Dante himself collected in his Vita Nuova. Barbie extrapolated these lyrics from the chronological framework and published them in the first chapter of his book. In some way, there was a conflation between the two authors. Barbie on one side, and Dante in his capacity of editor of himself on the other. Contini is another very interesting case. Apparently Contini used the same biographical structure that Barbie had proposed. But Contini did not publish the lyrics of the Vita Nuova and of the Convivio. And he did not use at all any thematic or stylistic category, any thematic, there were not thematic sections at all in Contini's edition. This produced a new discourse. Each lyric was isolated. Each lyric was not put under a theme, a more general theme, was not put under a categorization, but was set free to move into different directions. Contini emphasized the experimental character of the lyrics. And this explains why he did not publish the lyrics of the Vita Nuova and of the Convivio. Those lyrics, according to Contini, were part of another story. Dante himself decided to move them from the fragmented story of his experiment to the organic history of his books. The decision made by Forster and Boyd was different. So we had another different. It's interesting because when you speak about the lyrics and you tell your students, please go to the library and borrow a book of Dante's lyrics, they don't know that they can find several different books, completely different books. Forster and Boyd published the lyrics of the Vita Nuova, and for the first time they were integrated into the chronological evolution of Dante's poetry. But the most, could I say, the most funny case, or is it not proper, about the Robertis? It's a funny case. Why? Okay, the Robertis edition is based on the idea of a historical edition. The concept of a historical edition is quite simple. Giving the text as it has been read. Giving the text according to the most influential edition, even if these editions were not approved and shaped by the author. This is why the reader plunges back to Boccaccio's Canzoni. It's an historical edition in this case. But what kind of author is the Robertis himself? He is a philologist so in love with his discipline that he does not use philology to serve poetry, but poetry to serve philology and its history. A philologist so in love with this discipline that in the same time he disrupts the chronological order in the structure of the edition, in this same time he can't help reconstructing it in his commentary. So the reader is invited to imagine a book completely different from the book he holds in his hand. I read only, there is a very funny case. De Robertis comment on Voi che sapete ragionare d'amore, the number 19, is not, this part of the comment, is not written and published in the comment in number 19, but in the comment on number 20. And here we can read, Ballad 19, just commented, could have been written before lyric number 2. In any case, it undoubtedly precedes lyric number 3. So you have to go back and forth. And at the end of the day, you can't find Dante in the Robertis edition because the scene is completely occupied by the Robertis himself, who is not only the real author, but the main character of the book, giving us a splendid performance of the everyday life of a philologist. In his vertiginous flights over scattered text, manuscript, editions, in his acrobatic jumping from one text to another, from one hypothesis to another. So I would like to ask you, Theo, what kind of author are you?